Hello and welcome, dear students, with Chapter 2 of Cells, Section 1, Cell Structure. Lesson 1. We have the common cell traits, which are the organelles inside the cell. It's the same in most cells. So, the cell is the smallest unit that is capable of performing life functions. So the cell has a chloroplast, the cell has a nucleus, as well as endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body, membrane, ribosomes, mitochondria. We know that chloroplast perform photosynthesis and the nucleus have the genetics, and the endoplasmic reticulum perform synthesis of some products in the cell. Golgi bodies are responsible for packaging and sorting the cellular products. The membrane, which enable entrance of some materials into the cell and prohibit other materials. Ribosomes, which are responsible for protein synthesis, and mitochondria, which are the energy producing organelles. So when we compare cells, we find that the size and the shape of a cell related to its functions are different. The function is the job which the cell does. So we have a muscular cell that have longitudinal shape, and a nerve cell which is very long. It may extend from the spinal cord to the foot digits. The red blood cells, which have a biconcave shape, and the egg cell, which is very large indeed. The plant cell, which have a cell wall and definite structure. The prokaryotic cell, it can be read as prokaryotic. It's a cell without membrane-bounded structure, like bacteria, pond scum. So the prokaryotic cells, example, are bacteria and pond scum. Eukaryotic cells, eukaryotic animal cell. We see in this view the eukaryotic cell, which have the organelles inside and have a definite nucleus. It's very clear here. So the eukaryotic cell is a cell with a membrane-bound structure. For example, animal and plants, fungi and protists. The cell wall. The cell wall is a structure that protects cell. It gives shape to the cell. The cell wall is made of cellulose. A cell wall is found in plants, algae, fungi, and most bacteria. Cell membrane. The cell membrane is the outer covering that protects all the cell, and it forms a protective layer around all cells. For cells with a cell wall, the cell membrane is inside the cell wall. It allows food, oxygen, and water to enter into the cell, as well as it expels waste product out of the cell. Here we can see the cell membrane surround the whole cell. The cytoplasm, the area between the cell wall and the nuclear wall, is called cytoplasm. It's a gelatin-like inside cell membrane. It constantly flows. It is consisted of about 70% of water. It have another name which is protoplasm. The cytoskeleton, it's scaffolding like as columns or pillars of house. It's scaffolding like structure in the cytoplasm. It helps the cell to maintain its shape. So the shape we see in the cell is maintained by the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is made up of protein. Next is the nucleus. The nucleus is the guide of the cell. It directs the cell activities. It contains instruction for everything in the cell. These instructions are found on a hereditary material called DNA. The nucleus is the largest organelle in the cell. Nuclear membrane, it separates the nucleus from cytoplasm. Here is the nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane controls movement of material in and out the nucleus. Nucleolus means the little nucleus. The little nucleus is found in the nucleus, the nucleolus. It's found in the nucleus. The chromatin, like we said, as we said before, that the chromatin contains genetic code that controls cell. It is made of DNA and proteins. And this is, here we come to the end of this lesson, and goodbye. Wish you luck. Bye bye.